Hello, everyone, and welcome to week 4 of Super League. I do have some information about that somewhere. Give me a second. It does exist. Oh no, I can't find it. I did have it. Maybe Jim deleted it. Nope, I got it. Right. So, after 3 rounds of Super League, Mankiz versus TripleSkull here is 5th versus 6th. And the other games for this week are going to be 3rd versus 4th and 1st versus 2nd. I did not do that on purpose. That is pure coincidence. Simply because we hadn't seen some of these players play yet. And so I pulled them out. And then when I checked afterwards, the games that I pulled out, pure coincidence, we are watching 1st versus 2nd, 3rd versus 4th, and 5th versus 6th. I picked the top 3 Swiss games. The 4th game we're going to watch, as usual, is Jim's game. So we will take a look at that. I might be able to put the thing on stream. Give me a second. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So as you can see here, the first game up is going to be TripleSkull versus Mankiz, 5th versus 6th. Then we have Ferret versus Arzowane and Tector versus Davo. And then we've got Jim versus Spartakus, who you might notice neither on this. They both need to win to pull themselves up so that in round 5 they have a chance. They're both off the bottom of this list. So this is where it stands at the moment. 2 rounds to go in such a, close competitive environment. Like all 4 of those could be gone, right? They could all just roll draws. 2-1-0 means that you're through, but they might be through as wild card. They're not going to drop below like 12th, these guys with 2-1-0 now. But it does matter if they go through properly or whether they go through as a wild card. Wild cards have to play 1 extra round. So we've seen a lot of these others play. We will see more next round. If I go through Super League and I didn't call your game, then sorry. But first up, this should be a good game. Mankiz versus TripleSkull. Dark elves into wood elves. Maybe I shouldn't have done them in reverse order, because I'll be honest with you, of the 3 games, this is the only one with 2 people of a high standard. So Dark Elves set up in a 3-4-4. Pretty standard. It's fine. It is one of the standard setups, even if, it looks a bit messy. It's fine. I don't hate it in any way. It's always a bit weird that these 3 blitzers are exposed, but this one on the right is not. And we've exposed a free blitz. And there we go. TripleSkull, one of the better table toppers. As you can tell by the fact that he's set up in an anti-blitz defense. As lame as it sounds, it's one of the first things I look for. If I know your name and I know that you've done okay in somewhere like tabletop, and then the first time I see you play, you don't bother setting up properly, I just immediately dismiss you. We're not doing a Daka. I don't hate that. It's not like Dark Elves are going to do anything other than move up. Like, you're going to get like one turn out of a Daka, maybe. But also, you can do a Daka, right? There's nothing wrong with it if you've done it. But we're not going to be doing it. We're going to be fighting the Dark Elves. Weird to push him up to not follow. I assume we're going to... Huh? Okay. So I don't like that. Like, there's no reason for this. Why aren't we blitzing with the block piece? Now we're doing a blockless block for no reason. We had a block piece. Him standing on the ball is irrelevant. And then we do a blockless block with the ball on the ground. Yeah, I hate it. I hate that. I'm going to press pause a sec while I change the... chat to let people know who it is. There we go. Now people know. Yeah, there's absolutely no reason to risk a blockless block there. You can't possibly, like, just let it go if you roll a 1 in 9. So you have to re-roll it, which sucks. Because if you let it go and he goes down and gets armor broken, like, there's going to be Dark Elves in your backfield, possibly in scoring range. And now, if you fail the pickup, you could lose the game, right? You're now giving yourself a 1 in 36. If you don't re-roll this, you have to re-roll the pickup, which is a 1 in 6, not a 1 in 9. Because you'll have Dark Elves all over you at that point. So I don't really know why you didn't just blitz with block. Like, it's just better. If anything, you could have set it up to surf. Like, if you go back and look, if these weren't like that, if this guy was 1 over, and this guy was 1 over, and we had like 1 there, you could have literally blitzed and taken the pushes all the way down the line to surf him. If you were going to just be fine with taking a blockless block. Which I wouldn't have been. Alright, so how aggressive is Mankiz going to be? That's what I want to see. Immediately standing up in the face of this dodger is interesting. There's no tackle piece. So that was the blitz, even though we could have blitzed a catcher, we could have blitzed him and come round and had people in scoring range. I like having someone in scoring range this turn. Instead, he's just blocked this player in. With the blitzer. Maybe this one can get into scoring range. If someone's in scoring range, your opponent has to protect the ball, like, ferociously. Which takes players. Oh, I don't like that. Why? Okay. There's a tree here. I wouldn't be 2 squares away from the tree with a witch. Pows happen. And we're actually 2 squares away from the tree with this guy, who you can 3 dice with the tree. We're going to blitz him to allow this one to dodge out, but I don't like giving up 3 dice blocks with a tree on my, like, good players. Mankiz has no Apo. He's just if this Kaz, this Blodger is getting replaced by a shitty Lino. There's no way to stop it. He's taking bench and not an Apo. Doesn't take the wrestle. Could have taken the wrestle. Not a massive fan of taking the block first. It's you know, it's just laziness. Every one of those other players are moving, surely. None of them are rolling dice. Just put them where you want them to go. I don't know if you would have eaten the dub skulls there or not. But if you haven't moved anyone and you decide after rolling a dub skulls, which is what usually happens when someone hasn't bothered to move the rest of their players, they also haven't given any thought in advance to whether they're going to roll a dub skulls or whether they're going to re-roll a dub skulls. So if he rolls a dubs there now, he has to make the decision whether or not to eat it. And that decision might be weighted by the fact that he hasn't moved anyone. Like, maybe if he'd moved everyone, he would eat the dub skulls. Because he hasn't moved anyone, he might burn a reroll. It's pure laziness. All of these could and should have been done already. Exposed, completely exposed ball. For no reason, again. Exact same laziness. It's all very well remembering to set up properly, but also remember to turn order properly. We just saw someone quad skull like 2 casts ago. It happens to you like every 20-odd games. It happens right now. It loses you the game. Like, you're going to get sacked. Whereas if everyone was moved and the ball was safe, it's just an annoyance. Right, will we see safe moves first? Get your bets in. I should start a poll. We do. Well, not entirely. I mean, to be fair, yes, because obviously if we were pushing this way, we were leaving these here to just take extra blocks. I don't know why you'd want to. Like, if you pushed him over here and then took a 3 dice and then another 3 dice, none of these moved, you just completely give up the wing. Back to the right. Pretty easy to do so. Ball completely exposed again. Oh, oh, oh! 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 So close. Maybe it'll wake him up. You can't keep doing that. There's no, especially when there's no reason for it, right? It's just gaining you a square or something deep in your own half. It doesn't matter. Nothing about waiting for this matters to expose the ball completely if it fails. He could, this one could have been there, and this one could have been there, and then we could have had the ball in a cage beforehand. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. So with no dodge, we can get to there. Next to the runner. Seriously. People who play agility teams need a slap. Why dodge? Like, why are you dodging? Every agility coach needs a slap to remind them that, like, 1 in 36s happen. I still blame Davo for most of this. Did he? I missed it. Thank you for pointing it out, Buddha. I mean, it's early in the drive still for Woody's. Jock, he can probably get away with it. Does need to do something this next turn. Left himself vulnerable to that, and it happened. Didn't kill himself. Okay, so we have two choices, because the tree can break a hole in the middle now. Ball is not entirely safe here if the tree fucks up, so full pow there is absolutely glorious. Now maybe we don't need to rely on the tree. We're going to anyway. I don't think we needed to rely on the tree there. We could have blitzed. But now this will allow a push through the center, which again, Mankiz should have realized, right? He pulled players over here. One of them could have covered the center. Not that these pows wouldn't have allowed him to blitz through that one in the center anyway. But a pretty weak defensive position from Mankiz there for no real reason. Are we blitzing this guy or something? Is that what that's about? Why are we... Oh, okay. So we were just hoping that we didn't fail that then. Okay. Hell, I'm a bit... I mean, you didn't fail it, so yay. So because it's so early in the drive, I don't recommend the dive here. I think you just smash in on the cage, giving you still the option of the dive in the next 2 turns before they need to score. This is what Dark Elves do best. Even after the Woodies have broken through here, the Dark Elves can still just smash in and cage the cage. All of his good players are on this side, so he has to... Oh, okay. Not a massive fan of not moving these two. I assume they're going to roll dice. Right, there's 4 players currently inactive, right? These two and these two. Let's see if they roll dice. I mean, this one's fine. He was waiting for the result. Doing a dodge. I guess this one's also going to have to do the same dodge. No. Ugh. So he wanted to cover... He wanted to do the dodge because he wanted to stand the blitzer there. Yeah, 2 out of the 4 could have moved, and the witch would have just done a rush instead of a dodge. Yeah, okay, could have used a reroll. But Dark Elves don't do 1 turns anyway. Ignore people that point out that they're possible. Okay. That was a leap. Was he there? There. He just 4+ leap. I think that was a 4+ leap. Three tackle zones, that's a 4+ leap. But why are we blitzing from this square? Why would... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That square, surely. So that these two have escape route. Why did we blitz from this square? Hang on. Oh, we did blitz from the right square. I'm stupid. Ignore me. I got confused. It happens. Oh, okay. Doesn't 1 in 9. No. Absolutely not. That's insane. You've done the 1 in 9. You're through. This one covers the side. That is absolutely the wrong square. Now that you've made it out with one of them, you cover the right-hand side. And seeing as that was a 1 in 9 into a 2+, do it with this one. So that there's no rushes to be added afterwards. Just do it with this one first. And just cover the side. So, of course, none of that fails, and he's all fine. And neither does that. This is still going to be... Okay. No, that's the wrong square. That is the wrong square. Should have stayed there. You've moved up, which allows someone to go in through this square, and that's a 4+. So you can use the witch to go in here. If you were there and maintained the screen, then they can't do that. That's a dodge as well. That's a 4+4+. Well, a 3+4+, sorry. You would be there, right? Could have gone there as well. And made that a 4+4+. But this is just objectively a shit square. Not really, because of the fact that elves can come round here on threes. Elves are elves, right? Pop dodge on that. Oh my god. Oh, that's gotta be super frustrating for Mankiz. The Woodies made a 4+ jump, a pow on a Roger, then multiple 1-in-9s, all to make the ball vaguely safe, and you can't make a 2. Horribly frustrating. I'd be fucking livid. Hello, Salt. I don't mind blaming Saul. We can still blame Saul. Makes it. I assume we're just going to go for a surf, right? We're going to put someone here and just go for the witch surf. Oh, wait, you can't. Can't. No, you can't. I take it back. Oh, it's this way. Go for the witch surf this way. Hit there. Into there, into there. No, you can't because of these squares. There's no way to chain without and fill any of the other squares. But this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Oh, good lord. What's going on with my mouse? My mouse is fucking up. There we go. Nope, it's still fucking up. What's it doing? Yeah, my mouse is very annoying right now. Oh god, something's really pissing me off about my mouse. I might have to fix it later. Yeah, you can surf by using the diagonal, right? It is going to be into a 1 dice. But what else are you doing? You might as well try and surf a dodge lino. Just put someone there, blitz this catcher, 2 dice into 1 dice into surf. I guess you don't have to put someone there, dear. You can just do it this way and just surf him. You can just surf him. Equally the same person. And more importantly, it does it on the first block. Oh, wait. What are we doing? We're doing this one? We're putting extra... None of this is needed. You can't... How do you surf... Oh, we are still doing this one. Just what's this for? He keeps changing what he's doing is freaking me out. Wait, and was this one further away? You can't. That one doesn't double surf. This one double surfs. So what's this for? I guess we'll just watch. It's just there for fun, yeah. A KO. Miserable. Oh, wait! Yes! Whoop, whoop! Oh, baby. Dancer is fine. Oh, come on, game. Do you want me to look? Here we go. Don't think so. I mean, the problem came in that he unthinkingly did the defense that is normally correct. Normally, this L shape to the corner is correct, isn't it? It means that you cannot hit the ball. But in this case, against Frenzy and an entire team standing there to surround you, wasn't the right play. Probably would have been better off standing in the stall square and like double screening it or whatever, like making it a 6+ dodge in. The turn before. You can't even blame him for that one. Like, normally it's the right play. 9 times out of 10, easily, putting yourself in that defensive position is the right play. Because even if you score there, against this team that close with Frenzy, giving up 2 surfs on good players is pretty obnoxious. Enjoy your climbing. And yes, 5 surfs, 1 KO. But no score. So this is now Mankiz's to lose. I don't think that defensive position is particularly great. I don't like standing on the loose ball for a start. Again, if we'd quad skull, that would suck because we just blitz this guy. I assume this is the pickup. We're doing this as a 2. This is going to be the blitz, and then he's coming there. So what's the witch doing? Why isn't the witch, like, over here to double screen it? Because now we've won in 9. So now there's no double screen. Ball is in hand and out of range. Strip ball is going to be interesting here. He is still picking up on a blodger instead of the dump off guy, so... Which I don't mind. Like, strip ball is in play, but if you've got it on the dump off guy, dump off is a bit shit. And he doesn't have block, never mind dodge, so... 1 dice in him is pretty great. Come on, man. I glazed you a bit earlier, and now we're still doing this. We've just rolled a bunch of dodges and stuff, and then we're moving players. Gonna 3 dice a catcher over here. Safe moves first. I like to see it. I like to see it. The double screen has to go all the way around because of the way we built the defense. Doesn't get a hit on the 3 dice either. And then fails a dodge. That's annoying, isn't it? But there's an armor break, so it's fine. So ball nice and safe behind the double screen. Screen in front of the cage. Doesn't have to worry about inroads just yet as an elf team. Has 2 or 3 spare turns. Let's see where this wrestler goes. Okay. I think I preferred hitting this one. Could we have hit it with that one? Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we couldn't. Okay, never mind. We don't have another block piece to do that. Because if you'd hit this one, we could have knocked it back into the other block piece. So, but if we can't do it with block, there's no point. So we do still need to worry about the strip baller. He is loitering. So we do need a cage around the cage. There's no frenzy from the woodies. Oh, this is interesting. We're basing. No, I'm a massive fan of this. Oh no, this is not great. Okay, it's not bad though. He left him there. I was worried he was going to move him. But this is just a free 2 dice block. I have no idea what that's about. And then this is just a free 2 dice block. And this is a free 2 dice block. What, I don't know why we're just giving up 4 blocks this turn instead of 1. And if you move the tree, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we can get on the back for the strip ball. I don't know if we want to, but we could. We could cut one of the rushes out by doing a 1 in 9 dodge here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Obviously, one of these can reach around the back, so it's 1 dice with strip. I don't hate it, I'll be honest with you. Especially as we got all these blocks to take, and we can strip in this direction towards the tree. Who could step in there? Well, doesn't get punished with the first block. That's annoying. Or the second, and that's the blitz, so we're not going for that. We're playing a bit passive. Oh, God. Alright, so never mind. It's pretty lame, isn't it? So that was a shit turn from Mankiz, and then shit dice from TripleSkull. I would have been tempted to go for the sack, you know. I certainly would. Oh, my days. Oh, my days. I mean, if TripleSkull had rolled any POWs, now you go for the ball. But again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, again, it's a 2 1 in 36s, a 3+3+ to strip the ball. How many times are you going to give that up? Sorry, it's a 4+, isn't it, the leap? I keep forgetting that it's... Oh, well, this looks like you might be going for it. I don't know why we've moved 2 players up here if we are. Makes the leap. Makes the strip. Hasn't tagged this guy for no reason at all. Okay, pretty bad scatter. But there is a sidestepping War Dancer on it now, so that's nice. Why did we do this? That's so weird, right? Why did we do this and this? Like, why? Give yourself some room for success. Full pow immediately on the Dancer. No armor break, though, so we do have to be careful. Another full pow. That's another full pow. 3 full pows, and we're going for a 3+ pickup. Which is very interesting. Horrendous dice for TripleSkull here. Makes the 3+ pickup and the dodge. This is all brutal. Oh, wait, gets his own sneak. So... ball looking quite exposed there. Oh, we're going for the wrestle hit. Just going to get a pow, so that's fine. Interesting scatter. The tree can clear one of those. Can still clear one of those. Clears one of those. 4 plus pickup here. Sorry, 3 plus pickup here. Didn't land in the tackle zone of these. So 3 plus pickup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Handoff. And fuck off. Oh, okay, never mind. We're going to hand off to the dancer behind the screen and no fuck off. Cost a reroll, but that is the ball safely in Woody hands. A weird amount of effort put into hitting this dancer there. Oh, no. Doesn't get him. Wanted the reroll for the hit. Didn't get it. That might be all she wrote. That might be all she wrote. Would he still have a reroll? What? What was... Okay, so if we were going to score, this is just bad turn planning. I don't know what the time clock was like, but why are we doing a 1 in 31, 1 in 31, 1 in 36 dodge here to then do a blockless block as the blitz? And then doing another 1 in 36 dodge here with the thrower, just to then do 2 rushes. I don't think any, and this guy hasn't moved. So this one might be fine, right? It's covering the failure state. If we snake this dodge, the ball's on the ground. If we snake this dodge, or 1 in 81 the block, you still have to sack the ball. So, you know, it's not nothing. That one's fine. What's this next one for? And he went there too. It feels like he was going to try and stall. And then decided against it. This one's completely unmoved. I think he was just going to hide behind the screen and then try and dodge around to make a longer screen with the dancer. So you have a long screen and he's just standing behind. It's got sidestep, so it's not surf prop, but it's a 4 plus dodge in with wrestle. But the issue is that, like, obviously you need to think about that in advance and not do that second dodge with the thrower. But no rerolls for the Dark Elves. is going to be the big issue here. They have to do a 2-turn with no rerolls. Dark Elves, one of the teams that got screwed by the pass-in stat. And also has not set this up well. Like, it's not like this guy's in the middle, a deep kick screws him. Why isn't there a relay? Why isn't there a relay? Like, he should be 2 back and there should be a relay in the middle here. So that you could do a 2+2+, and then at least have him with the ball up here. It might not be in range, but at least he's up here. Now the ball's going to be nowhere. I don't know what's going on. These guys are better than this. Twelve, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Oh, okay. Why? Why is he there if you're going to dodge him? Why is he based if you're going to dodge him? So how is this ball getting to a scoring threat now? Like, that would be incredibly easy to answer if the ball had just been handed off to someone and is now up here. But it's not. Yeah, terrible shape from these, isn't it? For the tree to just go in on like that. Why? TripleSkull does have a reroll. Why are we 1 in 36 in before we're 1 in 81 in? And then... I don't know what's happening. Like, to be honest with you, I don't know what's happening. I'm assuming that this is going to be a pass. No, a handoff. Or, wait, no, it's probably better to pass, right? So this one is going to be a dodge and a pass to this guy, who's then going to hand off to this witch, who's going to dodge to score. Failed the pass. And there we go. TripleSkull takes the win. Are we going to attempt to win 2-0? I don't know if it matters. It's Swiss, so it probably does matter. Nope, doesn't make it. And there we go. TripleSkull takes the win. Sloppy, that game is the best way I can describe it. Pretty fucking sloppy. Turn ordering was the worst problem. Very, very sloppy turn ordering for an entire game from both players. Both good players. Setups were good. Decisions were mostly good. But, like, the problem with the term ordering is that at times it hurt them. When something went wrong, it hurt them. Bad defense from Mankiz when he snaked with that player. Like, he could have been... The thing that sacked the ball for TripleSkull could have happened the turn before. It's not like the snake mattered. The snake just gave TripleSkull the same chance he already had the turn before. It's really not hard to sack the ball with a 4+, 3+. So, yeah, not a fan. Not a fan at all. Shame. Could have been better. And I was hoping for that one to be the good one, because the next two have someone who's worse than both of these guys easily in. So that's not going to be great. Hello, everyone. Welcome to game 3 or 2, depending on which way I stick them together. I've done 2 of the games, but I might put the gym game at the end. Only you will know in the future what I did. This is between Arzowane and his Elven Union and Star Ferret and his Wood Elves. Elven Union win the toss and choose to go on defense. As you can see here, 12 men and an Apo. They've got guard on the blitzer, which I hate. I don't know where that came from as an idea. I blame Velahopia. It's terrible. Dodge catcher. We have a wrestle lino, dodge thrower, dodge catcher, dodge lino, dodge catcher, and a dodge tackle stacked blitzer, and then 3 spods and a space spod. The Woodies. Where'd he go? Oh, okay. I was about to say, where'd he go? Like, I was about to say they got a frenzy dancer. The frenzy dancer got sent off. Kick off, man. Kick off results. What could they possibly do wrong? Absolutely needed in the game, right? Utter nonsense. So a game already ruined. Quite literally already ruined. So he doesn't have a frenzy dancer. He has a strip ball dancer, leader on the thrower. No bench, by the way. So his Apo can't save the ref. He has 2 catchers, one of which has sidestep for a 1 turn that synergizes with, the frenzy dancer. 2 dodge linos and a tree. I mean, it's awful, isn't it? I will, I'm going to try and give credit where it's possibly due here. Credit where it's due after that horrendous thing. He didn't do something stupid and dodge with the dancer to be the assist. He is, however, following that up by doing something stupid, which is taking a blockless block with the ball on the ground and a route for the Pro Elves to get to the thrower. So this is a terrible block without moving other players. So it's a shame that he does one right thing and then immediately does something awful. And immediately takes root with the tree. So for this drive, doesn't have a tree either. Alright, well, I guess at least this will be quick. Doesn't move the other players first. Ugh. Oh my god. One block, one Kaz. Now down to 9 players on the pitch, which includes a rooted tree. Takes the wrestle to free up the catcher. Not entirely certain that was the best blitz, but at this point, who really cares? I mean, he'll play as best as he can, right? Doing a foul. Gets a removal without being caught. So he does eat the Apo of Arzowane. That's pretty nice. Not really certain what's going on with that blitz. Okay. Did Arzowane just have a stroke? He hasn't moved either of these players. And somehow, that terrible choice of blitzing without block and eating the 1 in 9 without having moved his other players gets a Kaz. So it's a comedy dicing. Arzowane's not playing that well either. Alright, gets a removal of his own. That's pretty good. Can make a cage up here without any dodging. Just a KO, but for the drive, it's good. I mean, at this point, Ferret... Okay, just to be clear, if he's not going to re-roll that, which he probably isn't, a 1 in 9 dodge is better than a 1 in 6 dodge, so he should have dodged this catcher first. Not that it matters, because his dice were 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. What an awesome time Ferret must be having. Goes in for the 4+, gets the POW. No armor break, and it is scatter caught by a Woody. And then double rush, even though he used a reroll already. I mean, the problem is, look at this, he's got nothing. Like, absolutely nothing. And he's immediately rolled a 1 for his dodge. This is ridiculous. Oh my god. What? His opening dice are a snake. When was this game played? Because as you know, I have my suspicions about Blood Bowl 3. I'd be interested to know what else Arzowane was doing this week. Gets the pushes he needs to surf him, and it's another Kaz. That is a crazy throw-in. I mean, honestly, I don't... maybe goal difference makes a difference, but, like, at this point, you wouldn't even blame him for conceding, right? Like, he's capped at 8. He's been turned over on his own drive. His tree is out of the drive, so this is definitely going to be a turn 8 score. A 1 dice pow. Into stun. His first dice is another 1. And then he fails a leap. Absolutely amazing. Don't take the block. Move the other players. Like, look, I get it, right? It's the old Russia blood to the peen thing. We talk about it all the time. There's just no need at all to not move your other players before taking a block, a blockless block. It's so lazy. I got a cold, though. My eye is healed. I have no idea if my eye is permanently injured or not. I haven't had a follow-up appointment. But thank you for asking. It's in no pain or anything, which is the best part. I think that might be 4 turns in a row where Ferret has started with a 1. He's made it in! He's got the sack! Oh my god, he's going to force Arzowane to pick the ball back. Oh, no, he's not. Never mind. Absolutely amazing. Oh, God. Totally incredible. Gets a KO, but he has been caught. So that is only 50% to have a dancer back for the second half. Can't foul anymore because that was his bench. Does get his dancer back at least. So he has got his 8. And Arzowane fails his KO, so he's only got 10. So they just should bang it in, right? They should just bang it in. I mean, like, no reason. Absolutely no excuse for this not being a full anti-blitz defense. Interesting choice to go for the 1 in 36 pickup before a 3 dice. Gets the full pow with the blockless block. And a stun. Stands 2 squares from the tree for some reason or another. I mean, really needed a removal there, doesn't he? Kind of needs a removal with like every block. There's the woody. There's Ferret. He should just move up into scoring range. Make it red dice with strip. Don't be standing in Chunt's column. No reason to not move the other players first. Okay, he's not in scoring range. Could and should have been in scoring range. Just banging it in is what he wants to do. There's a rush for some reason or another there. No reason to do that rush. Doesn't accomplish anything. Other than allowing the tree to stand on 2 dodgeless pro elves. No armor break. Again. A weird choice of where everyone's standing here from the woodies. Oh, he's fouling. Got a stun and the tree. The tree rooted again. Christ alive. Man, could this be more of a non-game? It had the opportunity to be a bit of a game, right? With the KO not coming back. 10 into 8 is not terrible. Could have done something. There's no sure hands, so strip ball is relevant, etc. But the tree is rooted again. He's got no arm breaks on the pro elves other than this foul. That's not a power, so there's no armor break coming there. I don't know why Arzowane is not trying to push up into the other half of the pitch. Just getting a score would almost like guarantee the draw and probably the win. Gets another stun with no catch. Fouls are going okay for Mr. Ferret. No stun there is nice. And he's just moving the ball up a little bit again. I guess he's got this guy in range now to do like a handoff play, but you don't really want to risk the 1 in 36. You just want to score on the guy who's the catcher. Don't know why we're risking this 1 in 36. Could have died, lost his tackle. Does get him. No armor break. Again. He's the foul, though. So we're definitely going to see a foul on him. And we're not definitely going to see a foul on him. Ooh! Okay. Gets caught for a stun. Doesn't argue. And got thrown out. And that's probably it now. It was a fine strat, right? To try and risk the 50-50s. Could have got removals with all of those. And by 50-50, I mean, like, you know, the chance of getting yourself sent off and getting them sent off are equal to each other. It's not actually 50-50. It's about like 20 odd or something. Strip ball goes down. Doesn't get stunned, so it's still available, but oh, you're kidding me. 75% leap. I mean, lazy positioning from Arzowane. You can tell that that's the easy leap, right? It's a 75% leap into red dice with strip, which is 2+2+. Very lazy. All of these players ready to pounce on a loose ball could actually have got the draw there. Lazy play from Arzowane. He's normally one of the best players in these tournaments. Lately, he's been a little bit sloppy. And of course, Ferret punished with removing his own dancer. And that's it now, isn't it? We just play this out. At least this wasn't long. 20 odd minutes for a game. Bang it in. Job done. Pointless for Penguin Academy, obviously, other than pointing out, like, you know, if you are winning a game, don't offer up stuff like that. Hello, Salt. My question, by the way, Sol, was about Sunday afternoons, plural. Like, do you have a stand-in thing you do on Sunday afternoons? Not what did you do Sunday? Yeah, I'm not still awake from whenever the last thing is. I woke up at, like, nighttime. I slept all day. Like, I actually slept. It was a good sleep. My body was like, hey, you haven't slept really at all in the last, like, 5 days. Would you like to sleep? JK, not actually a question. Oh, okay, so it is one of your days that you have permanently applied to dancing, climbing. Dancing, sorry. Climbing. I don't know why I said dancing. I think I was just looking at a war dancer. My brain does that. Well then, you don't get to play all the roles with us. Because it's likely that Sunday is when we'll be doing oldie RPGs. And there we go. I mean, sorry, YouTubers, that was not much of a match, as you saw. You'd be happy to know, Sol, that this match, which was Pro Elves into Wood Elves and held some interest, started on turn 0 with the referee sending off the Wood Elf War Dancer. Because kickoff events are completely and utterly necessary in a competitive environment. Yeah, if YouTubers want to jump forward to the next match, I'm going to take a couple of minutes to explain to Salt. I mean, if you want to listen, they might end up on YouTube. You never know. I'm going to try and get back into role-playing. So I'm going to run a little game. A little, like, mini campaign to get back into it. So I was going to ask if you're interested, but it's likely to be on a Sunday, so... No. I mean, if you can work out days maybe with the others, but Sunday seemed to be a day that the first three in all had available on a more permanent basis. I'd be happy to start a little channel in the Discord so we can work out what days are available for asking people. Sunday was just the first day we came up with because we were talking about it on Sunday and everyone was there, which meant they were free. I suspect that will not be the case for people already in, though. Friday is like a popular day, right? Why do you have the most popular day of the week free? I'll ask and I'll let you know. If anyone of the people who watch Blood Bowl games on YouTube would be interested in watching role-playing games, feel free to let me know in the comments. I'm going to be running an old school Warhammer Fantasy role-play mini campaign. By old school, I mean old world. Before they changed the world for Warhammer Fantasy Battle. So the old world that was in the books in the early 90s. Not, all the elves live in a 5 square mile forest world. So, yeah. One of those. Not that will matter too much. It's just that's the world it's going to be set in. A mini campaign isn't going to travel the globe or anything, so it won't matter that much. And we have last in this week's Super League games, Andy Davo versus Tector. Bit of a mismatch coach-wise. However, after the first 3 weeks, this is number 1 versus number 2, and Tector is number 1 on whatever the tiebreakers are. We have Andy Davo's Norse versus Tector's Necro. What is going on with this Necro setup? I do not understand. So first things first, Davo has 4 players with Frenzy on the pitch. Maybe what you want to do is stand these 4 players behind the LOS, thus minimizing Davo's ability to utilize his Frenzy players. Just, little tip. Secondly, behind those 4 players should be these 4 players for the same reason. And instead, you've spread everyone out. So that's atrocious. Also, you've got a pig on the pitch, which I absolutely hate when you don't have to have a pig on the pitch. Hate Davo's usage of the pig. It's very annoying. Perfectly caught ball, by the way. Weirdly on the Valk with block when he had the wrestle Valk back to actually pick the ball up. I don't know what that was about. I don't know why he wanted to actively carry on wrestle. Doesn't move this player. There's no way this player is doing the blitz. So I hate that he hasn't moved him. Oh, no one's doing the blitz. Okay. There is no blitz. Interesting. Okay, so he's decided to make some flat shapes. Which is fine, because again, the Necro have also got wrestle. I would be tempted, very tempted, to stick the Fleshy in there and blitz from here with the Wraith. Stick in the Mighty Blow Tackle on the Fleshy and put a Frenzy Trap behind him. Like, feels like a solid strat. To take the Mighty Blow Tackle out of contention immediately. Could also just put him in and blitz the... Okay. And now I don't know what's happening. Why have we done this? Where's the blitz? Who's blitzing? Please don't be him. We've moved both of those players with block. We're surely not blitzing with a ghoul, are we? Oh god, it's him. Okay, this is going to be a test of my endurance. That's not even a screen. Like, that's not even a screen. We're aware of that, right? That's not a screen. Oh my god. Why would you sidestep there? You've removed the frenzy trap. Okay. Davo burning a reroll. I have to press back. I just realized I haven't got this set up. So Davo burning a reroll to not go into a 1 dice. Hey, look at this. Look at this. He tagged a strength 3 guy with a corner tag from a strength 4 guy. I wonder if we could learn anything from that. Oh, he didn't. He was going to blitz him. And a removal. Okay. Well, another game that's basically pointless. This is, I accidentally picked the top 3 games. The top like 6 teams playing each other. Christ alive. Second reroll gone for Davo is interesting. I didn't need Dauntless. No, it was fine. Fouling with the pig. Oh, get out of town. Honestly. A Kaz non-regen with no DP. Utterly, utterly ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. Yes, yeah. I mean, I would have, like, been raging at these games if it was still in the heat. That's why I didn't then cast or stream Blood Bowl or anything while it was hot. I only have, like, you know, so much patience. No way. He's gonna dodge out and throw himself on the ground, right? I just can't, man. I just can't.
My favorite part was the part where it's Uptas.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, God. Well, another non-game. I am genuinely amazed that Davo didn't surf something then. He was very much hoping for a push there, wasn't he? But he couldn't re-roll it because he hasn't got block. Oh, 1 in 9 right there. And a 1 dice pow. Into a stun. And he's still got to dodge the ball. Oh my god, Davo. How? How do you end up in this position from the position you were in when the wolf left the pitch? just how do you end up in that position from this position? Like, that's crazy, isn't it? Davo taking literally 0 damage. Oh, he's failed to pick up. Of course he has. Alright, off he goes. But he hasn't got away from him. Okay, now he has. Alright, here we go. Davo with no rerolls has to do a dodge and a rush and get a pow. Wait, what? Okay. Oh, it's not a rush. It's just a dodge. My bad. Oh no, it is a rush. Gets a full pow. And an armor break. And another dodge. And a double rush. And a pickup. If, again, cyanide. If we could just, between you and I, pretend that I said whatever Davo said about cyanide, I would appreciate it greatly. I haven't failed to watch a game where Davo doesn't have great dice. If anyone would like to find one of our casts with Davo in, where Davo doesn't have great dice, let me know. I would happily like to see it. Like, just to know that my my world is a little bit sane. That's the double rush. Fails the dodge. The 1/3+ that Davo just made 1,000,000 of. Not a TripleSkulls. Off he pops. Not a 1 in 9. Frees up another player. Makes the rush. Gets a push. Makes the rush. Gets a skull. Because of course he did. Don't know why he didn't stand this ghoul up. I mean, that gives him a chance to actually score. Okay. A little weird that he left it to the ghoul, but sure. And rolls a 1 for the pickup. Doesn't get his Wraith back, obviously. Davo. Davo. We are aware, right, that with a missing wolf and both of his Wraiths gone, Tector is going to want a quick score, right? Like, there's nothing else to do here other than quick score. Hope he gets his Wraith back and try to hold you off. Like, there's just nothing else to do. Why are we setting up in boxes? Oh, my bad. I forgot. What I meant there's nothing else to do was there's nothing else good to do. Okay. Let's just roll some blockless blocks without moving any players. That's a good place to put a zombie. Not moving either of the ghouls before we pick the ball up. Why would we? Crazy town. He rolls a 1 in 9. That's not a screen. Okay. Pygmy up works. Doesn't get him a knockdown, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, okay. Right. Tector. Tector, come here. Come here, buddy. Come here. Right. All three of these players go that way. And then that way. And then you just bang it in. Please, for the love of God, understand that you are losing and you just need to score. Okay, could have been one up. Full power on the piggy. Piggy be gone. That's why we don't like pigs on the pitch. Oh, for God's sake. Jesus, Davo's dice are insane. And armor breaks the fleshy. Christ alive. POW AV break removal. POW AV break POW. Yes! Oh, delightful. Right. No. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, fine. It'll do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess that's the blitz. So is he standing up and blocking? If that's a block, then you can blitz the Valk with this school, and the ball just goes on the sideline. Yeah, okay, I guess that's it, isn't it? Would it be nice to stand this fleshy back up and tie some players up, but what are you going to do? So stand him up. Take this block. Hope it's a POW. Put the wolf in behind this ghoul, and then blitz the Valk with this ghoul. Please move the ball. No, don't. You've got a 2-dice block on that guy. You've got a 2-dice block on that guy. Sake. Gee, I wonder if he's going to surf one of your players. Because you randomly made a square. Bye-bye, ghoul. What the actual shitballs are you doing? Okay, it's nonsense, isn't it? God, like, this is why I haven't cast any of some of these players' games. Oh my days. What are we doing? We're red dicing again. What are you doing? Well, there we go. That was a game of Blood Bowl. For those of you wondering why I stopped casting all of the Super League games, that's why. It's 4 a.m. when I'm doing this live. And that was absolutely atrocious. Davo wasn't good and Tector was absolutely terrible. And I got no idea what's going on in the world of Blood Bowl. But there we go. I'm glad that was at least the end. Maybe I will put James' game after this, just so that this isn't the end of the video. God, imagine what a incredibly unsatisfying end to the video is. Ferret getting comedy diced and then this. Yeah, maybe I'll put Jim's game after this. So, see you in the next week. And, oh God, it's going to have to be better, right? It can't be worse. Hello, everyone, and welcome to week 4 of the Spring 2026 Super League. As you can see here, these are the stand-ins after the first 3 weeks. We have 5 people on 2-1-0. No one's on 3-0-0. 5 people on 2-1-0. We have just one person, Mankiz, on 2-0-1. Then 6 people on 1-2-0. And then 1-1-1 or worse. Pretty weird results. No one's managed 3-0-0 in such a small sample size. It's quite odd. And you can tell it's a small sample size because, you know, no offense to the people, but Tector's at the top, Star Ferret is third, Dire Lion is 10th. These are people I wouldn't normally watch their matches in this format because I wouldn't consider them highlights. But this week, because we haven't actually seen a bunch of these people, this is genuinely a weird coincidence. I went through the matchups because Jim posts what matchups are going to happen that week. And I was like, right, haven't seen a Davo game, so I'll do Davo versus Tector. I haven't seen a Star Ferret game, and he's playing Arzowane, so that seems like a match to watch. And then I can't turn down TripleSkull versus Mankiz. And it just so happens that those are first, second, third, fourth, and fifth, sixth. I just accidentally picked the matches that are the most important to the week. So those are the matches we're going to watch. But first up, we're going to watch Jim's match, because every week I'm going to do the 3 matches that I randomly think are interesting to watch, and Jim's match, because Jim obviously plays his match and other people commentate. And as much as I love Famia, I would like to know what's going on in Jim's match. So I'm going to do Jim's match every week. So what these different things mean is top seeds, wild cards, and in the hunt. So how this works is there's 5 rounds of Swiss, and then after those 5 rounds, the top 4 move to the round of 16. Wait, is that right? Or do they move to the quarterfinals? I can't remember how it works. They move to the quarterfinals. And then the next 8 play each other to find out who's going to meet them in the quarterfinals. So they get an extra round, essentially, and everyone below 12th is knocked out. So that's how they've set it up. And everything after Swiss is Vituk style, so first to 1.5. It's not really best of 3, it's first to 1.5. It's similar to best of 3, but different enough that it's worth mentioning. So this week is when it starts to matter, right? The people who are 2-1-0 could go 2-1-2, which could keep them in it based on this, right? 2-1-2 looks like it would keep you in the wildcards at least. So the guys who are 2-1-0 are probably all, at the very least, through the Swiss stage. And Mankiz could go 2-0-3. That might not get him in. And then everyone below that still has to fight. If they lose the week 4 and 5, they're probably out. 1-2-2 is probably not going to get you in. So this is not like decided yet at all. But like I said, first up we're gonna look at Jim's game. I'm gonna try and get as many games as possible done before my food arrives and I go to movie club. No overtime in these, so that'll make him quicker. And Jim is playing his Necro into Spartakus's Lizards. You might notice neither of them were on that graphic, which means that if this is a draw, they're definitely both out. Because if you're not on that graphic, you need wins to get up into that graphic. So if this is a draw, they're both out. If either of them win, they might stand a chance of qualifying. So what that means is whoever wins the toss has the advantage. Because if they score on turn 8 and the Lizards win the toss, if they score on turn 8, unless their opponent won turns, which both of these teams are capable of but aren't great, especially as the fact that the Lizards would be trying to one turn against Necro, then they can't play for a draw, right, in the second half, because they know that they're out if they play for the draw. So they have to play for a win, which gives the person who scored on turn 8 in the first half the advantage. So at the moment, it's advantage Spartakus because he's won the toss. As weird as that is, because it's a completely random roll, right? It does give him a pretty sizable advantage, in my opinion. So I don't really like this again. It's you know, a broken wine glass. It's maximizing the hits, and it's really not maximizing anything, is it? And he made it worse as well. He put the guards in the center so he could block from the outside, and 3 dice with the Crocs originally. And then he moved all the block to the center so he can just block diagonally, which maximizes his chance of knocking down the zombies. But it means that not only are the sides weak, but the person holding them there doesn't even have block. So it made the sides weaker. And luckily he doesn't get blitzed on, but it's pretty lazy. Is it also going to annoy anyone else that 3 of the Blocksaurus have this weird fantail and 1 doesn't? That's going to annoy me, I can tell you. And it doesn't even work out for him because he took a double down on the first one. So the second one didn't get follow-up blocks anyway. So I don't know why he didn't move this person first. I guess this one's going to do the blitz now. But I mean, this one could have done the blitz, right? So we could have moved this over to be a defense against the ball. And now we're moving stuff. Gets a removal. Jim, once again, 0 turns with 11 men. Oh, I don't like that. Weakening this angle, exposing a skink. He's gone backwards, okay. Changed his mind. Cost himself some movement. Could have been further away if he hadn't gone sideways first. Jim comes straight round. Looks like Jim's going straight for the wolf hit. Doesn't do anything. I mean, it's not so bad because the wolf has got dodge, right? The wolf has got blodge. Could have moved these first. Lazy turn ordering again. That's an interesting square to put him there instead of there. I would have thought we'd have seen him go there. There feels like he's going to be more exposed next turn. Feels greedy to put him there. And we've moved the ball up, which means that we've got to defend the ball. When it was completely far away, it could have just stayed at the back, right? And we wouldn't have to defend it. So we do blitz the wolf. We don't get a POW. And then we just block the... See? And Jim has sidestepped upwards. He's going to be another guard on him now. So the Crocs is looking iffy, isn't it? The Crocs is looking exposed. If that wasn't a POW, it was a base cage, yeah. He would have sidestepped here onto the skink. I mean, he would have followed and the skink would also have hit it, but that could have pushed him into the ball. So, yeah, lots of choices there from Spartakus. I mean, the ball just shouldn't be there, right? The ball should just be down here. And then nothing matters. There's no reason. You've got movement 8. And I don't even understand why you do that, to be honest. Just throw in your Saurus on the floor. You could have killed it. Why not just leave it there? He's not going to leave players on it, is he? And there we go. The Crocs just gets 2 dice with Claw. Okay, that's interesting. He swapped the fact that the wolf is now stuck for pushing a fleshy onto the ball. The fleshy has been activated, so it's not like it can do anything. It's just on the ball. So we'll see what the rest of this turn ends up like. Oh, Jim's just going in. Really fully in. And gets a POW there too. It's a huge POW. Okay, so when this happens, the main advice I always give people is when someone plays like Jim is playing here, fully aggressive, like basing up. It happens a lot with Dark Elves. It happens with certain types of players who play rats. Don't panic. That's the biggest thing, right? Just don't panic. Take your time. Plan out your turn. I'm going to block here. I'm going to block here. I'm going to block here. Plan that out. And then go through the motions, right? Slowly and methodically. Don't panic. That's the worst thing you can do is panic. So Croc stands up, which is good. He can't blitz with this guy. Yeah, see, that's exactly the question he should be asking, Prank. Where's the ball gonna go? That's exactly the question that should be like, what is the goal of the turn? So the goal of the turn is to extricate the ball, right? The ball can't be based on anything. And because of these two at the back, that's not easy to manage. I mean, to even get 2 dice on him, you either have to stand him up or blitz with him. The problem is there's no one to blitz with him. This is not 2 dice and this is not 2 dice. Because they both got a guard on, but that's it. Oh wait, no, this is 2 dice. I take it back. This is 2 dice, right? He's an assist. I was thinking he was based, but he's based on the guy I was talking about. So that's 2 assists on him. So this is 2 dice. So that is probably the blitz. In the hopes of just getting the POW. The problem is you can't move afterwards because he's not going to be able to be pushed or chained. And you're still stuck on this one. So that's why I said probably the blitz, not guaranteed the blitz. So then you have to think, right, if I don't roll a POW, we might end up having to dodge. Or take this block, because that's going to be 2 dice as well. But that means that he can't block him. So ideally, this needs to be a POW. Alternatively, you can block here and put an extra assist on him, and then that's just 2 dice straight away without standing him up yet. And if you get the knockdown here, you could blitz that direction. I don't think that does anything different, though, because then he's just still blocking him to free up him. I still don't know where the ball's going to end up. There's nothing, like, particularly safe here, right? So he can block and push out that way. He can stand up and he can block. And now he's free. And then he could be the blitz. And we could go over there. But I don't get where the ball can go that's particularly great. So this is a very nice trap. from Jim, but it completely stemmed from, for no reason at all, Spartakus running the ball up close to all of the the chain isn't really even what done it, is it? Like, if he wasn't there, it's still very annoying. Everyone's tagged. There's players round the back. Like, it would still be annoying. So bringing the ball up and sticking it in the middle of a ruck, totally stupid. So I'm kind of interested in seeing where this ball ends up. It just doesn't seem it can end up anywhere good or safe. At best, maybe it can run away, which is where he should have been in the first place, and it's going to require dice to do that. And he's immediately opened with a 1 in 9. If he'd rolled another one, he just loses. Who rolled out? Oh god, a skink rolled that. That's both of his rerolls gone. I just realized that I haven't got the things up. Oh no, wait, he had 3 rerolls. Okay. So that's 2 of his rerolls gone. And he only rolled a push. The stun is outrageously good. That stun is outrageously good. Holy shit. That stun is peak. That might have just saved his entire position. Now he has to worry less about where the ball's going to go. I don't like this stand, though. Because of that stun, this could have been the blitz. And then he could have moved, right? He could have stepped back there. Which protects this from being a 2-dice block. And I guess he still can't. He can't come all the way around to sack the ball. It would be him, right? He would come around and sack the ball. So if this is the blitz and it's a POW and he steps back there, if this is a POW, he can come back here and he can get 2-diced. Instead, he's blitzed there. But that means he can't go anywhere. He's POW'd there too, which is good, but... And another stun. Oh my days. Okay, so this is an easy 2-dice on the ball for Jim, right? He just takes the block here and then he dodge blitzes here. I don't think there's anything particularly better than that. Thanks to those 2 stuns, not giving him guards. Like, I don't even think he can do anything else anyway. I guess he could dodge the wolf from the Crocs, but I don't think there's anything else you can do here. There's no chains or anything, right? Oh, it was a chain. He was trying to do the 1 dice here. I'm stupid. I didn't see that was... I mean, I did see it. My brain was just like, he's not going to do a 1 dice. I guess it's not really technically a 1 dice, is it? It's not a 3+ because he's got wrestle, so it's only a 2+. It's just if he rolls the 2, he eats it and still has to do the other thing. So yeah, this is fine. It's pretty much the same, isn't it, if he blocks and does a dodge. It's still a 3+. Gets the sack. No armor break. Wraith doesn't catch it. Bit of a scam. And the wolf does not make the dodge. Okay, how do we get out of this as the lizards? I mean, someone's got to POW him, obviously. I mean, either of these 2 can do that. He can block him. And that frees up this Saurus. And probably one of these if he gets the 75 hit. But you can't blitz him. And there's not an easy way to blitz this ghoul. I tell you what you need to do here. What you need to do is block with this one. And if you get the POW, move this one around the top into that square. So that if you POW here, you free up this guy. Because this will be full, so you can chain into the other zombie. Then that frees up him. So when you block here, he can come around here. And put a guard right in that square. That means then you can blitz him if you want. With, I guess, this one. Because he can't go onto the ball because you just filled it with this guy. He can only go left at best. And then you can follow and there's another guard. So there's a guard there and a guard there. Now that's a 2-dice block. And you can follow and then he can just go and pick up the ball. Gets the knockdown. Oh, he's trying to do a Crocs hit. He moved the skink all the way around there to do a Crocs hit. I don't know why he stood him up, though. Why has he stood him up? I guess he's worried about the 1 in 27. If you're worried about a 1 in 27, make a different plan. Don't hope that it isn't a 1 in 27. Just make a different plan. You don't need to do a Crocs hit here at all. Obviously, the Crocs hit gets rid of the zombie. But why are we not pushing the guard onto the ghoul to scatter the ball? Why did we push the skink? We could even have pushed the guard who was down onto the ball, scattered it, would have landed on the skink, and then the guy is there and can blitz the ghoul off. Like, weird decisions here. No reason for any of this. So now we're stuck with the same problem we had before. We can't get the ghoul off the ball. In fact, we've made it worse. Oh, much worse. Now we're blitzing a wraith onto the ball. Oh, dear God. What are we doing? And now we're blocking a blodger with using our last reroll onto the ball again, which could go anywhere. The wraith fails to catch it again. That is a bad wraith. And he 1 in 9's a dodge into his own death. That was possibly the worst version of that turn you could have come up with. That was atrocious. That felt very much like someone working it out as they went along rather than planning their turn out. Like doing something that they thought might be a good idea and then responding to the result of it. Which is definitely not the way that you play Blood Bowl. I mean, it's the way that some people play Blood Bowl. But if you want to be good at Blood Bowl, that's not the way to play Blood Bowl. So now Jim has 3 rerolls. The lizards have none. The ball is on the floor. On the wrong side of the entire Necro team. The only thing that's gone right for the lizards is they're a player up. Okay. Pows him. Okay, goes and bases him. I don't know why you would go and base him. That seems completely pointless, right? Oh, he wants to take this 2 dice block? He's picked the ball up. Can't help but notice that ball is supremely unsafe. That's not safe. Okay, that's safer. Okay, so I actually don't know why this guy went there then. At all. Thought he was going to take this block, but he didn't because he had to come and protect the ball. So again, again, this feels like no planning. Just no planning for the turn whatsoever is happening. I don't know if that's the case and he's just coming up with bad plans, but if someone came to me with this game as coaching, that's what I would ask. I would be like, this seems like you didn't plan your turn out. Are you planning your turns out? And then, you know, if they admit that they're not, then that would be the thing they need to work on, right? Because people at Spartakus's level, like the 60-odd% coaches, I mean, I still need to teach more 60-odd% coaches how to set up and turn ordering and stuff because for some reason everyone's shit at that. But there are like more advanced stuff, like, and weirdly planning your turnout is counted. I would count planning your turnout as one of the core fundamentals of Blood Bowl. It's one of the first things I tell brand new players. Like, look, you've got time, right? No matter where you play, you've got time. In real life, if you play, your time is basically limited by your opponent's patience. But if you play online, like Fumble has 4-minute turns, this has 2-minute turns and a clock. You have time. Plan your fucking turn out. If you get halfway through a turn and you're trying to solve a problem that you've caused yourself, and you've still got a minute left on the clock, you screwed that turn up. This is 2 into 2 because of the guard. I guess a 1 in 9 anyway. Doesn't get an armor break though. Okay. Interestingly, Jim chooses to just send the ghouls back. And then 1 dice skulls into skull. Oh my days. What does that achieve? What was he trying to achieve with this? Let's say he gets the push. Where's it going if he gets the push? It can't go there because it's doing nothing. That's still a 2 dice block. It can't go there because it's on the wolf. That's insane. Thank you for the follow. So he has to have been the push to go here. Like, that's the only thing, right? Because it stops this being a 2 dice block. That's the only reason to do that. I can't work out any other reason. And I don't know what that does. He hasn't got anyone else to move. So him going there on a push doesn't make that a 2 dice block. Doesn't make that a 2 dice block. They're both 1Ds without block. So I don't think he would have done those. Or maybe he would. Maybe he would have done this 1 dice. In the hopes of taking a double down. It's 50% to get him on the ground. Because then he can't free this one. Like, as it is, this guy can free this one. And maybe Jim didn't want that to happen. So he was going to try the 1 dice and 1 dice. That's all I can think of. And it's not a terrible plan, but it does have a very big downside of, you know, what's just happened. Because even if he'd rolled a 1 in 9 there, not just a skull into skull, and took the double down, this could be a POW. He could move over. That's still a 2 dice block, and then he is free. Oh, is there someone at the door? Hang on. It is, but I don't recognize him, so. So yeah, I assume that's what was going on, and then he failed, right? So this does get the power. That frees up the Crocs. So now we have the Crocs free, and we have a Saurus free. So the Croc's job will be to tie up one of the ghouls, and he is to free this skink. There's no way to free both skinks unless you roll a full POW, so we should just blitz and push him up there. Could he have, when he did this? No, he can't push the guy anywhere any good. Oh dear. Okay, it's not a disaster. The problem is he can't move afterwards, so it's not great. He can still obviously just 1 in 9 again, dodge backwards and come out. But because he can't move properly, he can't make a proper cage anyway. So that is quite the problem. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like that stand at all. I don't know why that skink would stand. Okay, we've full powered the wolf. With the ball carrier, which is the same 1 in 9 as a dodge. And a dodge would have put him somewhere else and not here. And the wolf would have still been stuck on the on the thing. So I guess the problem I have here is, can you even take this block? It feels bad, right? Like this zombie's not tagged on anyone. It's just a straight 2 dice block to push him into another 2 dice block with block. So what, does he think that's a cage? Does he think everyone's tagged? Because that zombie's not tagged. So this is most definitely 2 dice on the ball into 2 more dice on the ball. Which is a choice. It's not a good choice, is it? And he's taken that block, which again doesn't do anything. If he pows him, it makes no difference. If he pushes him, it makes no difference. He gets to choose where he goes. So really, the only good thing about doing that is removing him, which is unlikely. So there's only downsides to that action, and he found one of them, which is he removed himself. So just don't take the block. If anything, what he should have done is dodged and tried to go there so that the ball was safe. The block doesn't do anything, so just dodge. So this turn is just easy for Jim, right? He just blitzes the ball into the... well, he doesn't have to because he's full powered him. Of the two races, so Necro are one of the undead teams, so they have a skill called Regen. If they get casualties on them, they have a 4+ to generate those. So basically every individual player has an Apo. In Blood Bowl 3, we're still on old rules, so the ghouls don't have that, but in Blood Bowl real life, the ghouls do, because we've moved on to a new version. Lizard's big thing is that they're strong and fast. That's it. They don't have any special stuff. They're just big and strong and fast. Now I just don't know what he's going to do. It's crazy that he didn't dodge the skinks last time to try and move the ball up the pitch, so that even if he gets sacked, the ball is up the pitch and away from all of this shit. And took a block instead, which is the exact same risk profile. So, yeah, I don't really know what he was doing. Whatever he was doing was a bad choice. And now he's got nothing, right? I don't even know what the point of that one dice is. Doesn't do anything. One dice in there. That means he's got no scoring threats, I guess. I mean, technically, these are scoring threats, but, like, they're both getting rocked. And Jim snakes the rush to put someone in scoring range. So it's going to be 0-0. I mean, I guess technically it doesn't have to be... Oh, wait. Why are we... Oh. Oh, okay. We were doing that so we could, I didn't actually see the zombie. We were doing that so we could, blitz there and chain him off so the zombie could go, so the Crocs could go in the end zone. I didn't actually see the zombie myself. I was answering the question and didn't see Jim move him there. You can't see him, look. So I was like, why didn't he just blitz the ghoul off and move the Crocs down? But there was a zombie there, so that was the play he was attempting. But it's an insane play, right? You got to get the POW there. The Crocs has got to activate and do a rush and stand in the end zone. Then you got to do a dodge, a pickup in a tackle zone, 2 more dodges, and then a 6+ pass and a 5+ catch. Which is pretty miserable, all told, dice-wise. Ahoy hoy kind. So, this is now Jim's to win, isn't it? He's just got to play a normal drive. The Saurus didn't even come back, so he's just got to play a normal drive into Weakened Lizards. Weakened Lizards are still lizards. If they had like 2 Saurus missing, maybe, but like 5 Saurus and a Crocs are still very annoying. Let's not pretend that this suddenly makes it easy. Interestingly, Jim doesn't choose to try and wolf something. It's like somewhat unusual for Jim. Jim very much a proponent of using the wolf as often as possible. Oh, he is using the wolf, just weirdly. Okay. It is 2 into 2, but had he rolled a power on that first one, the wolf would have been stuck again. It's not that it's not common, it's that it's not a good idea. Throwing a pass should almost never be plan A. That doesn't make it uncommon, because the vast majority of people who play Blood Bowl are pretty bad at Blood Bowl. And that's me being polite. So doing bad things is completely normal, but they are bad. Yes, because it's usually unnecessary. Any unnecessary dice rolls should be avoided, because dice rolls can fail. It's really that simple. Normally, whoever picks up the ball can score. So any ball movement at all should be plan B. Or C. Or D. Or Z. But it definitely shouldn't be plan A. That's what we're here for. Well, that's what I'm here for. Other people are here for free coffee. Yes, I'll be following you tomorrow, kind. Feel free to use your phone and give me updates or whatever. Or send pictures of people you've met and things like that. I will happily put them on stream. Yes, throwing halflings, same as throwing a pass. Should almost never be plan A, but you see lots of bad players do it all the time. Yes, so a handoff is only 1 dice roll. It's just a catch. A handoff is essentially an accurate pass from 1 square away. So it's just a catch. But even that is not something you should want to do. You can do it. And in progression Blood Bowl, like in leagues or on ladder, you will sometimes do it to try and level certain players. But you should only do it if it's safe. A Moracle Cup is the American version of UKTC, Tempest. It's, I don't know if it is the big. I mean, it might be the biggest by. It's not singles. It's a team game. It's a team one. The Moracle Cup is UKTC, not NAFC. It's a 4-man team event. Is it the biggest Moracle Cup in history or the biggest American event in history? Because it's teams, it's easy to be the biggest, right? Yeah, I think Chaos Cup is the biggest singles event. But because Oracle is teams, it might have more people there. I'm not certain. So Oracle Cup is a teams-based event in the US. Teams of 4, and the teams are based on a point system similar to Black Box Trophy. You were given like so many points to build your 4 races. Unfortunately, as per usual, the Americans don't know anything, and they've accidentally made it incredibly easy to pick your races by putting snotlings in the 1-point scenario. So everyone who wants to stand a chance of winning should have snotlings in their team, because then they can pick 3 really good teams to go with it. So they screwed that right up. Luckily for the Oracle Cup organizers, it doesn't matter, because there's like 3 good players in America, and one of them's not going. I mean, more importantly, Snotlings are a real team and shouldn't be in the 1-point scenario. Like, they have the same win rate as like tier 2 teams. They should not be in like tier 5. So every single team should have had Snotlings on, but obviously the majority of people, even who go to something like the Oracle, are terrible at Blood Bowl and are just there for whatever the American version of a pasty is. What are we going to call American pasty eaters? Hot dog eaters? Wieners. Wiener lovers. So we'll be following it. Tomorrow on online on the app. So as I said, if Kind Rogue is going, JD Whitey's going, Runbad's going. So I will try to put up as many updates as those people post. But there's no way to follow the actual games. No, Sol is going, yeah. It's just I was going to wait till tomorrow to tell the story, and also YouTube don't care because they won't be able to see it. But Sol is going with 2 of his mates from Florida and a ringer. He's imported a ringer by the 4th member of his team being K-Fool, which is an insane import. Rogue is the reigning Oracle singles champion, Odd. Rogue won the singles crown at the last Oracle. I mean, we'll ignore the fact that it was because she submarined. And her team, like, lost almost every match. But that doesn't matter. She still had to win hers. Yeah, so because it's a team event, if Sol and Kful win every match, as you expect them to, then all that's got to happen is one of the other two people they're taking with them has got to draw. That's it. Every round. One of them's got to do a draw. And then they win the round. So someone else is going to have to do better than that. For London, what's the London? Is that the Barbarians thing? Oh, okay, not that. Okay, something else. I don't know what London is in September. Oh, Team Half-tastic. I'm sorry to you two, by the way. You could have just skipped over this if you weren't interested. Yeah, so PC is going to a big team event in London later in the year with Team Half-tastic, as it's him and K-Fool, joined by Malmere and Sick as Eggs. So, three of the best players in England and Sick as Eggs. Yeah, I'm genuinely sorry I can't help with any of this, PC. Like, I was hoping to do so this year, but I'm still stuck on waiting lists. I haven't had anything done, so I just can't even remotely guarantee that I would be okay. Otherwise, I would be all over it. Try Wilking, PC. I don't know if he's interested in tabletop or has got teams or whatever, but like he's certainly good enough to compete in that at that level. He's English, Frank. Doesn't BB Nut have like some decent people in his crowd who play tabletop? Can't remember his name, but there's someone in his crowd that BB Nuts thinks is great. From Team Cornwall. I've just pressed pause while we were having a chat. That's all it is. I mean, the rake is, yeah, I can't play, Steve. That's what I was saying earlier. There's no point in me saying yes, even if I was interested enough to, like, go out when I'm not well. I don't know how unwell I would be. Like, It could come round to the weekend and I could be so sick that I can't even make it, or if I drag myself there, I can't play properly or whatever. Like, there's no... I'm completely and utterly unreliable. I think Dimmy's plans never include PC calling him. Right, let's get back. What's actually happening on this game? I've forgotten. Oh yeah, Jim's just got to do a normal drive. That was it. Blitzy. Oh, is that that might be the guy I'm talking about, Prank. Oh, might know it's not him then. I'm sure his name is something like that, right? Maybe that was the guy I'm talking about. Is that BB Nuts guy? He's playing for Scotland. It's not even about risking it. Like, I literally just can't, I'm not reliable, right? I wasn't well when I played my last arena game, and I didn't know how long I was going to last, so I just played it when I was unwell. And as it turned out, it didn't matter at all. But it could have mattered, right? I could have been against someone better, it not be a dice in, and I could have made a mistake because I was tired. I could have just been out because of that. The first World Championships, I lost money because I had to play the quarterfinals when I was sick, and I played like shit. I had to like pause the game to like go and throw up, and because it was hard scheduled, I just had to play then. There's just no point in me doing anything until I have a better handle on my condition. Oh, good lord. He didn't even hit the wolf as well. So, Rick, despite being about as Welsh as the Eiffel Tower, is in fact on Team Wales, along with Davo, who's about as Welsh as the Sydney Opera House. I'll press pause because I don't want to miss the turns, so I'm sorry again to YouTube. Just fast forward until you see them moving again. So, I don't have anything to say for Wales, right? This is just for me. They're not breaking any rules. It's completely, like, the NAF rules are stupid, right? You can basically just pretend you're from any country you want. But, where I come from, like, or where my point of view comes from, where I come from is Wales, unlike most of Team Wales. Where my point of view comes from is, I would be kind of embarrassed to be the team that people are pretending they're from so they can be on a national team because they're not good enough to be on the actual national team of where they're really from. Like, doesn't that, like, wouldn't that jar? Like, I'd be somewhat annoyed if people were pretending they were from Wales to get on a national team because they're actually from a country where they're not good enough to be on the national team. I wouldn't want them on my team for that reason. Like, I would just, like, I would do what the Scots do, which is only have people born in that country. That's it. I'd be fine if people lived in the country and therefore played their Blood Bowl in the country. Like, that's okay too. But the Scots don't even allow that. You have to be Scottish to be on the Scots team. But if you live in Cardiff and you play your Blood Bowl in Firestorm, then it's okay to be on Team Wales. But, you know, if you live in the north of England and you're not remotely Welsh in any way, maybe you shouldn't be on Team Wales. Yeah, like K-Fool being on Team England, I don't have a problem with that. Like, K-Fool lives in England, so he plays all of his Blood Bowl in England. So forcing him to go home to his place of birth and play on, like, Team Denmark, pretty silly. So that's fine. But, like, Rick doesn't live in Wales at all and is not remotely Welsh. He's just selected Wales on his NAF. I don't even know if he always was Welsh on NAF. He probably wasn't. I suspect if you go back in time using the Wayback Machine or something, Rick would be down as English, because he's English. So, like, I just wouldn't want that to be the way my team was seen. Like, that's what it would bug me. Everyone knows, right? Everyone knows Team Wales would do worse if they weren't bringing English people in. That's not great, is it? That's not a great thing for people to think about your team. If you weren't actively, like, it's not even breaking the rules or skirting the rules. The NAF rules totally allow it. It's just lame. If you weren't actively being lame and having, like, multiple English people on your team would be worse. So Davo is good enough to be on Team England, Ord. In fact, I would contend that if Davo was on Team England, he'd be the second best player they had. I don't know what naked photos G. Coleman has of Davo to keep him playing on Team Wales. But, like, Rick's not getting on Team Wales. It's pretty bad for Team Wales that Rick is on Team Wales, because that means their pool of talent is pretty shallow. It's a bit sad, I'll be honest with you. This is going on YouTube, so I don't care. That I can't play tabletop because I'm the best player in Wales, and they can't use me. Are you going for Team Wales? Oh, wait. Because you said Hargrim, I was confused. You're replying to Seabros. Hargrim was trying out for Team Wales, by the way. See, this is what I mean, right? Like, how? How can someone just do that? Just shop around for whichever international team will take you. It's so weird. A Eurobowl... wait, aren't Eurobowl rules even worse than NAF rules? Isn't there Eurobowl rules where you can just have 3 random people on your team that can be from anywhere? Yeah, so so a Eurobowl national team could literally have like no one from that country. They could have 5 people like Davo and Rick who are pretending they're from the country, and then 3 people who don't even have to pretend they're from the country. Like, didn't Diom Lord switch from Italy to Switzerland? Like, people just bouncing around Eurobowl teams. Oh, wait, so the actual other part is different as well. So in this case, the people like Davo and Rick are counting as freebooters. Oh, wait, no, hang on. Or be citizens in a FIFA sense. What does that mean? Because FIFA have the worst rules ever, don't they? Like, your grandmother can have passed through a country and eaten a donut and you qualify for that country. I mean, Davo and Rick are not Welsh. They don't live in Wales. I think they've both got one of those imaginary grandmothers who were born in Wales, and therefore have changed their like NAF country to Welsh. But they weren't born in Wales. They don't live in Wales. If that's the case, that makes no sense. Like, that's worse. This has nothing to do with you, TripleSkull, so you don't have to you don't have to respond to this bit because it's going to sound insulting. But if you're getting like someone as one of your 3 freebooters, why the hell are you picking Rick? You could have picked someone good. Oh, wait, you're saying if they do have, like... So if they're down on NAF as Welsh, they're not one of the freebooters. Like, if their nationality on NAF is Welsh, that they don't count as freebooting. They count as from that country. Ah, okay, then yeah. Okay, that is what I was talking about at the start then. So that is the same as NAF rules, yeah. So yeah, you could have an entire team made up of not Welsh people. Just have 5 people doing what Davo and Rick are doing, pretending they're Welsh, and then 3 people who don't even bother to pretend. I don't think Dementor's Welsh, is he? He's on the team. I don't think he's born in Wales. I think he's pretending as well. Anyone know if Dementor lives in Wales? I don't think so, right? Dionysian used to pretend he was Welsh as well, right? Yes, Dementor's dad plays for Scotland. I think, however, that Dementor's dad was actually born in Scotland. Just doesn't live there. I mean, look, it's nice to try and sell it as trust-based, but it's just nothing-based, is it? It's just do whatever you want. No one's checking passports, are they? No. Has anyone seen any proof that any relative of Davo is Welsh? No, of course they haven't. I'm not saying they aren't. Maybe his grandmother is Welsh. But, like, no one's checking. You just change your NAF's, like, country to whatever the hell you want. Are you, though? Are you sure they attempt to comply? It's Blood Bowl. Like, you can't just, like, say you have to... Like, it's weird to use FIFA rules. If you can't find 8 people to be in your team, you don't get to go to Europol. If you have to drag people in from another country or drag people up who can't play Blood Bowl at all to fill a team out, maybe just don't go. What's the point? So you can try not to be dead last? Can't find 8 people in Wales who play Blood Bowl? Come on. Like, I believe that, like, you'd be hard-pressed to come up with a Liechtenstein team or something, but it's Wales. There's a whole league going on down at Firestorm. Yeah, but Struggled is doing a lot of work there, isn't it? Struggled to do what? To find 8 players who play Blood Bowl and want to go to Eurobowl? If you can't find 8 people in an entire country who want to go to... What you mean is struggle to find someone who isn't shit. If you can't find 8 people in your entire country who want to play Blood Bowl and go to Eurobowl, then don't go to Eurobowl. I live in a small country. Wales is tiny. Like 2 million people live in Wales. Maybe 3. Yeah, it's like it's not selling Eurobowl well, is it? Like, there's definitely more than 8 people in Bulgaria who play Blood Bowl. They just don't want to go to Eurobowl. Like, that's not the same thing. So there's only like 3 people who want to go to Eurobowl. Like, just shipping in 5 people from somewhere else. It's a bit silly. It's not like, why? It's not even the Bulgarian team anymore at that point. It's just a random bunch of people. Then move with the times. Like, Blood Bowl already is really stuck in the dark ages, right? Move with the times. If it's more popular now, you can have less stupid rules. Is it? How is that being measured? No one watches Eurobowl. It's not on TV or anything to advertise it. How does Team Bulgaria go into Eurobowl with 6 Hungarians help Bulgarian Blood Bowl? A Bulgarian children around the world following it online and being like, oh man, I really want to push those little orcs around. That's not happening, is it? It's basically a completely self-contained event. No one knows it's happening. Unless you go there, it's almost impossible to even find out any information about it. Like, we follow Blood Bowl, and we struggle to find out what's going on. No chance. They're telling their glorious tales of what happened in Blood Bowl, and suddenly loads of other people want to spend thousands of pounds to go and eat some pasties in a shed in Malta. Mankiz is Lithuanian. Yeah. Yeah, you were on Team Lithuania for something, right, Pirate? I remember you talking about it. Was it Eurobowl? Was it the last Eurobowl? So there we go. You went to the last Eurobowl, Pirate. Did 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 International Blood Bowl in Lithuania explode with tales of glory? Are you now inundated with players wanting to go to the next Eurobowl? You went up to 12. Let's go. Sell me on how it helped. What actually happened? I'm genuinely interested, Prank. I might sound sarcastic, but I'm genuinely interested on how this works. I'm interested if it's a thing, like as in like people give a shit, or whether it's just the people who went are just telling other people it was great, you should go, and talking them into it. Like, I hope Pirate is just typing out a big long message. Oh, god damn it. I mean, do you really think people are convinced by it was great more than it will be great? Are people really that lame? Like, I'm sure Mankiz and Pirate were like, who wanted to go in the first place, were trying to sell other people on going, right? By telling them it'll be really good. And then they went without those people and came back and then said, it was really good. You should go next time. What are they going to say? They want to go next time. They wanted to go last time. Like, are people really that gullible? That they just like, oh, these people have no reason to tell me it was amazing. Because it's not like it invented new players, is it? They're just talking to the same people who didn't want to go last year. There's not like suddenly more Lithuanian players because the Euro Bowl happened. So it's just the people who didn't go before that now you can more easily convince to go next time because you've been. Like Mankiz flies around the world to all kinds of competitions. He won the Welsh Open 3 times in a row or something. There we go. Yeah, so you could have just done that without having gone, right, Pirate? Like going to the Euro Bowl didn't help you do that. Yes, where it is definitely helps sell it, right? If it's near some kind of location where you would actually want to see, definitely helps sell it. Like if it's in a shed in the backwoods of Hungary, not as easy a sell as if it's like near Barcelona. Yeah, like Maltese World Cup is a much easier sell, isn't it? Because you can even take your family on holiday. It's easy to sell, like, you know, the £1,000 to your wife if you're also taking her and maybe the kids if you've got them. But those people aren't going because they're good at Blood Bowl. So it doesn't make the event better, just bigger. Technically, it probably makes the event worse, depending on your point of view. I would say most tabletoppers would just consider bigger as better. I'm in the minority there, and I'm fine with that. There aren't enough people in the world to make a good tournament. You couldn't fill a Euro Bowl with good players. It's not even possible. Because we. So it's not that we have crazy ideas. It's that tabletop is stuck in the past. Like you say, it was the longest time where the top level Blood Bowl was played, but it wasn't top level Blood Bowl. It was top level tabletop Blood Bowl. That's not the same thing. But it wasn't. It's just what people called it at the time because they didn't know much better. These days, online Blood Bowl is more active, more like obvious to people. So you can tell that there's extra levels on top of tabletop. Like the people, K-Fool is excellent and still is. But the people who played with him back then haven't got worse at Blood Bowl, so we know what level they are, and it's not top level. It's not even close, TripleSkull. Unless you're including people who also play online. Like K-Fool is one of the best players in the world, but he's not a tabletop player. He's an everywhere player. The people who only play tabletop and have come to online have immediately shown that it's not even close. Like, it's literally not close. If you don't play online as well, you stand no chance at being as good as the top online players. Zero chance. Like, we've seen it. It's one of the reasons why... Oh, wait. My stream is disconnected.